Hi everyone, Tasha here, and today we're going to create a spring themed card using the April Showers stamp set. To begin, I'm going to create my own stencil using the raindrops from the Landing Cloud Borders die set and a piece of vellum. This is really fun to do if you do have a scrap piece of vellum. All you have to do is take these little raindrops, run it through your cutter, and then you have a raindrop stencil. I'm running it through a total of 3 times. This way I have a grouping of drops and then 2 random ones. I also made a stencil with the Dare to Be Artsy circle die set for a spotlight stencil. I'm going in with Distress Oxide in the colors Tumbled Glass and Kitsch Flamingo, and I'm just going to stencil the raindrops within that circle. And I like the shades of color. It has blue and then the pink, and then when they blend together, you get this really pretty pastel purple. I think it's so pretty. So I went around and filled in that center spotlight circle, and then I went around and added those little random single drops to fill in the blanks. Afterwards, I used the leftover ink on my blue tumbled glass brush to go over the entire spotlight, and then it just kind of blends in all the colors and makes that spotlight a pretty shade of blue. Afterwards, I gently pulled up the stencil to reveal my design, and then I went around each of the edges with tumbled glass. I really like the way it looks where you have that color with the white surrounding it, but I wanted to add a little more blue. So I just went around each of the edges with the tumbled glass just to bring in a little more of that blue color. And I love this blue. I use it for skies all the time, and I just think it's just the prettiest shade of blue with the pops of white. It just reminds me of like a summer or a really nice sunny spring day. Afterwards, I'm going to start my stamping. I'm going to stamp the girl image from the April Showers stamp set with Dare to Be Artsy Totally Black ink. This is a hybrid ink, so it dries quickly and you can use it with your alcohol markers. I did stamp it 2 times just to make sure I had even pressure and I had a nice dark image. The good thing about this ink is that it dries really fast, so I could use those coordinating dyes right away and I didn't have to worry about smearing. The coordinating dies also cut out these little raindrops that you could use as well if you choose. Once I colored her all up, and here's my little colored image, I decided to kind of place my papers so I can get an idea of how my card was going to look. I wanted the girl to have the rain in the background, but I wanted her to be kind of outside of the circle. So now it's time to stamp my sentiment. I'm going in with Paradise ink instead of just a black color ink. I thought the Paradise would look great with the pastel colors used in the background. It's such a pretty teal color, and I like this shade of teal for like water cards, or actually I use it in winter cards. I guess I use it all year round because now that I think about it, I use it in fall cards too. So this is just a great all year round color. It's a pretty teal, but I thought it worked really well with this card. To add my layers, I'm just using some tape runner, and I like to start from the bottom and work my way up. This is a good way in case maybe your layers aren't perfectly even or you mess up something. You don't have to worry about messing up your top card. So I start from the bottom and build my way up. This tape runner is also really good if you like to use glitter paper or glitter cardstock. It sticks to that glitter paper really well, and I'm a big fan of glitter paper, so it's one of my favorites. Now I'm going in with some foam tape to attach the girl to the card. Foam tape will give her some dimension, and I think it will look nice with her kind of raised up from the flat card and make it a little more interesting. So I decided to attach my card to the card base first so I didn't have to struggle with having a raised image and trying to work with the glue and positioning. And my card is 5.5 by 5.5 squared, so it's going to fit into a 6 by 6 envelope with no problem. So once I was done attaching my card to the white card base, I'm just going to pull off the foam tape and add the girl to complete my design. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple springtime card and a fun idea of how to use your die sets to create some stencils and get kind of artsy and do something different. I always like to try to challenge myself and think of new ways to use my supplies. So I really like how this turned out. I hope you guys did too. Subscribe to the Dare to Be Artsy channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.